Since this is like an Emerald Diamond game, I will show you guys how to climb out of that elo, but it is one of the fundamentals that is, well, I would say pretty good to climb with. So I'll be teaching you guys just a little bit about tempo, okay? This is some special game, you guys will get to win this. But basically this is in my course as well, right? But I'll just show you guys the game version, not like the multiple version. In my course I explain with a lot of examples on how to understand it. But basically, if you're... honestly, it doesn't matter what elo you play. I even apply this in Challenger. But if you're playing in any elo below Diamond, and if you get good at this, I can promise you, if you're decent mechanically, you can 100% get the master. So pay attention. Basically, every single time you make a play, right, the enemy can invade, gank, or do an objective. So understanding that he can make a play after you make a play, you need to understand that League is a turn-based game, and if you want to counter that, you need to understand that every single time you make a play, he can make a play, right? And of course, you need a mix of jungle tracking, base timers, you need a mix of everything, but I will just explain to you guys mostly how to 1v9 when it comes to under... oh my god, it's 1 minute into the game already. Whew. Okay. I'll explain to you guys how to 1v9 by understanding tempo. And as you can see, my team already died here. But no problem, fear not. Now, let's get and show you guys the way. So I'll go Eclipse, and I'll clear top to bot. And I will explain mostly tempo this game. This is legit an insane important fundamental to understand if you want to get to the next level. So let me smite this bad boy here. And I'll just clear top to bot. So till something happens regarding tempo, I will just explain my thought process on how to 1v9 games, generally speaking, okay? So, well, right now, I'll clear top to bot because, well, enemy has Draven Blitzcrank, very volatile. My top lane is volatile as well, but since the enemy team killed my AD carry level 1, they could have been starting in my bot side, so I was being a bit more cautious about that. And that's the main reason why I am going top to bot. Anyway, as I'm going top to bot here, I, well, just need to track what the Ivern can do. For now, nothing too crazy. I'm just full clearing. Let me check my sound. Okay, there we go. Okay, so usually if you play in the Fury as well, or most junglers, you just want to full clear. After full clear, you want to look for stuff. But for now, I'm full clearing all my camps, and then I'll look for something. And as you can see, their bull is missing, which means they're putting down a ward, okay? So every single time they put down a ward and you know that enemy jungler as well is pathing towards your side, you should not look to go for a bull lane gank. If you cannot get anything, you cannot get anything. So for that reason, I am not gonna go bull lane here. I am just gonna take my golems, and if I cannot get anything, I will press base. However, right now you see the Draven is kinda low. So because Draven is kinda low, I might be able to get something here maybe. I didn't want to join the kill, so... okay, enemy team was going really crazy. I'll just push this wave, hope that this crank is stupid enough to not freeze this. I'll actually make sure he doesn't freeze it, because him freezing this is really bad for my teammates. Should be okay, I guess. Anyway, the Draven went complete psycho, no problem. All base. And I'm gonna clear top to bot. So you see here how like Ivern is staying here and he hasn't base yet. What does this mean? This means that if I look for a top lane play, he cannot match me unless he does not base. But if he does not base, that means that, well, I should be able to win every single skirmish. And that's why, like, it's just important to understand tempo a little bit, how it works. So for now, you can see my AD carry is literally 0-3, my top lane is 0-1, and I have losing bot and top at the moment. Even though my bot and top is losing, if you have very good tempo awareness, it won't matter. I mean, you need to be good on your champion, but just to give you some perspective, right? But look, right now I am clearing bot, so top to bot. My AD carry is cool, he's scaling. No problem. Wait, why is my AD carry going mid lane? Does he think I want my AD carry to be mid lane? Yeah, surely I can play the game now. Okay, this means that Twisted Fate has mid lane priority perma, and we can't even fight in the bot side. Yeah, thanks for switching lane assignment. Yeah, thank you. This helps a lot. Now, not only can I not gank mid lane, I cannot gank bot lane either. Thank you. Very smart. So, what do you do in this situation here? It is quite simple. You don't look for anything. If TF can push mid and ult bot lane, I need to be careful. But I think TF right now has a cannon minion to take care of, so... Okay, now we need to be careful. Now TF can move because he just pushed out mid lane. So now I'll base. Remember, now I went for a play and we haven't seen Ivern. Remember, if you watched my course, or I mean, I didn't really explain much about tempo, but what I'm trying to say here is that enemy Ivern has a turn, you see. I spam pinged before I left that Ivern is in the bot side, because the moment I make a play, he can make a play. So knowing that he has tempo over me, I pinged my teammates to play safe, and now because Ivern is showing bot side, guess what? I have tempo over Ivern, and look, before I make a top lane play, right? I am looking at top lane, sorry, mid lane, before I make a play. The reason I went for a bot lane play there is because the enemy mid laner had to push a cannon wave. Because he had to push a cannon wave, that was a small timer for me to basically gank bot lane. But you see here how Ivern went in the bot lane and he just took some CS. He's fucked in tempo again. Because right now, I can clear my camps and he cannot actually match me. Because, I mean, he can match me, but he would have to not take his camps. That means that if he matches my play, his camps are not respawning, and my camps are respawning. So that would be good for me. So Ivern goes for another play. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if we can do anything here. I don't think so, but... Oh. We can definitely peek here. I missed both my spells because I missed both my spells. We're not doing shit here. Wonderful. Okay. I have my item power spike soon. Well, alright. Anyway, no problem. We take that. So what's my game plan at the moment? Remember, I just killed the... or we just killed Twisted Fate, and I'm clearing my bots and camps. What does it mean? I just made a play so enemy jungler can do an objective, which is grubs, or you could go for top play or bot play, right? And because I got my item power spike, I went to base. This is something I explained in the course as well regarding base timers. Went to base exactly, but this is something I won't be covering in this game. I'll just talk about tempo. So, because I know that I need the base, and because I know that I need the base, I am not looking for any play. I will take the raptors here, I will ping my bot lane back, and I'm gonna press base. Even if my bot lane dies right now, I'm not gonna move bot lane. If I move towards bot lane, I will lose tempo and I will lose my opportunity to make a play. So instead of me going bot side here, right? I mean, I'm going bot side here because maybe they want to dive my Yunara. Think from their perspective. Even though they're low... Ooh, we're TPing behind, okay. I'm moving, I'm moving. Maybe we can get something here. I'm sending it here, buddy. Like, with this champion, I can press W, not take tower shot. It's like at least very OP. But now, of course, and now, okay, pay very close attention. This is just how tempo works, okay? I've earned that for 12 seconds. If I base right now, sprint to my camps, guess what? We're gonna have similar tempo. So because I'm basing instantly, right? And running to my camps, now I'm basically matching his tempo. And because I'm matching his tempo, if he runs to top lane, I can run to top lane. However, if your camps are up, you don't really want to, you know, skip your camps. Generally speaking, you almost always want to take your camps and then look for a play. So right now, I'm taking my camps first before I make any play. You see top lane fighting here? I don't give a shit. I will continue my full clear and then I will look for a play involving my strongest member. But I really want to highlight that if Ivern goes for a cheese play, I cannot match him. Especially if I clear my camps. Let's cook. I'm gonna cook this guy as well. And now, I mean, my champ is E, right? So I can actually dash over as well. What's up, bro? And now, guess what? Well, they got cooked. And because they got cooked, I now have an insane amount of gold. But basically, you see Ivern? Ivern is alive right now, and I'm doing the grubbies. What does it mean? This means enemy has a turn to invade or do an objective, right? Or gank. So if you're very good at temp understanding, you should be aware, okay, look, what he's doing, I call this revenge chasing. What is revenge chasing? Is like, he's contesting something that he can't contest anyway. So he's using his tempo to match my tempo, but I already got objective. So this means that he's actually wasting his time doing nothing. This is an Emerald Diamond elo, and you can see people still make this mistake where they refuse to give an objective when they're super down tempo. He could have instead full cleared his camps and then look for a play. But no, he actually tried to match me, and that is not good. So he still has tempo over me because look, I have 1.8k gold, and because I have 1.8k gold, I still have the base. So even if I could match his play in the bot side, I'd rather not, because I have a lot of gold. So even if I could contest it maybe, I won't go for it. So you see any... Okay, I mean I could go for this because I'm very strong. Is it useful or not? I have like a dash where I can run away, so... we're good, I think, but okay, you see here, I'm actually kind of weak. My enemy did not deal much damage. So in this case, I did try to fight. However, we just didn't win the fight. But I really want to put high emphasis on. You see how much gold I have? Do you think I would have lost this fight if I spent my gold? Probably not. So knowing that I basically have, you know, item power spike in 300 gold. I could have just given the Drake. After I give the Drake, any fight I would go for next time, I would obliterate them. So understanding when you need to base and whether I win the fight or not is something that is very important to understand. And a lot of people keep making plays over plays, but that's super bad. You know, you don't want to do that. But now, guys, tempo, I will base, spend my gold, and remember, Ivern right now is on the map and I am not on the map. This means that my teammates, if they look for any play, it's bad. If, of course, they're getting outnumbered. So I'm not pinging mid lane back here because, okay, now I ping them back. Why am I pinging them back now? Because Aatrox's teleporting and now I'm gonna hover mid lane too. Let's bring my teammates back here. Okay, I mean, I have W to like block Blitzcrank, so I can actually walk up pretty cockily. Alright, pretty cocky me. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm very strong, but I mean, in the end, I still am losing mid lane, and I'm losing bot lane. So I only have like a top lane that's doing decent. So I still have to play super good. So anyway, what is on the menu right now? The Herald. How do you know, by the way? Anyway, before I go for Herald... The enemy has the same map awareness as well. I have W. Oop. And now it takes objective. So look, what about tempo? Right now, because I made the ball in play, right? The enemy jungler probably able to get the grubbies. And I am completely fine with that. But of course, if enemy team doing grubbies, he's now down tempo. Can he show anything maybe? And because he's down tempo, I could make a mid lane play before he would get there, but we missed all our spells. So I guess we're just chilling. So, I mean, because I took the ball lane kill and he took the objective, now we're kind of even tempo. Which means I can make a play and he can make a play. But, you know, all these things I'm explaining, I'm doing like in my autopilot mode. Because I'm thinking about tempo very often. And if you think about tempo very often, right? What am I enjoying this bad boy? You're aware of like his turn and your turn, which helps you understand jungle tracking a lot better as well. And of course you need to combine tempo with base timers. Anyway, I will look for a base here because I have a lot of gold. And because I'm basing here, it also means that I am not on a map, which also means that Ivern could look for a play and I cannot match him. So even though my bot lane is losing, as long as I'm pinging my teammates and back off, this fight is not good, or this fight is good, we're good. So see here, Ivern showing mid lane and I'm showing in the bot side. I'm wondering if I have to mid lane, I think so. I'll make sure my teammates can defend this, you know. I think 4-4, like... Oh, okay. That one I'm down to go for. W him. Okay, and one thing on the Fury, of course, you can W the TF card, so he's kind of useless. But this fight here, it was a 4-4, and I'll be very honest, it did not look that insane till Ivern was out of position. And then if he was out of position, we just cooked them. So that's not bad. Anyway, I will take the Drake right now. And the main reason why I want to take the Drake right now, because if we don't take it right now, I can promise you, fights could be a bit scuffed. So look, we just took the Drake, we just took some kills. And because we just took the Drake and took some kills, I now know that I want to spend my gold. Remember, every single time you get something, you're not actually stronger till you spend your gold. So right now, I know that I need 200 gold for my item power spike. Knowing this information, I don't want to look for any play. My mindset now is defensive, which means if there's any play, I ping my teammates, back off, don't fight. Bad fight, and I'm not gonna involve myself. So if I want to be stronger than the Ivern, I need my teammates to respect this turn, and as long as they don't die, I'm happy. I've took a gold, I will not look for anything. Literally. I will just ping my laners back, hope they survive, I get my black cleaver, and then I will look to group. So now I will look to play for the bot side. And this is just more macro, so I still have to explain this. But right now, because the objective is spawning, I need everyone to be group mid lane. Because if you're not, they can do the objective. My set does have teleport, so you can join in, but... Oh, this guy's trolling, he's alone. Oh. Oh, we got him. So now you might be wondering, will we do this objective? I think so. Main reason why we want to do it is because we're strong enough to fight them if they come in. We have set teleport as well in case. If we kill the Daisy, Ivern's legit NPC. Like, Ivern is now legit useless, by the way. He probably knows it too. But generally speaking, you can see by me understanding tempo and knowing what I play for, it's a lot easier to play the game. And like, what's next on the menu right now? Just saying, my AD carry mid lane still super useless, but no problem. I will take the Raptors here. After Raptors, look, I have 1.3k gold, which is, well, a decent amount of gold. And I would like to spend my gold. So I'm gonna base here, spend my gold, and remember tempo. I just got some kills, I just got the autocon. Where's Ivern? If you're down tempo, he can make a play. So what's your job as a jungler? Ding, ding. Ping your laners, hey, be careful, wait for me. You see how Ivern is showing mid lane here? He could have easily grabbed my Morgana and kill my Morgana. So, you know, communicating that to your teammates is very key. And you see, my camps are up right now. I will just take my camps. I'm not looking for any play. When my camps are up, I will go for play. If I'm sure I get something guaranteed, then sure, I'll make a play. Otherwise, there's no point. You see Set is flanking from the bot side. So all we have to do is just follow them slowly. And then we can make a play here maybe. Oh, Draven's out of position, I think. Set failed to make a play. No problem. Okay, as in the theory, one thing you should do is not go too fast. Go in when something seems pretty free. So right now, yep, that was pretty free. Okay. Wonderful. And now I will take mid tower, look for base. So why should we look for base here? Because the Drake is spawning in 30 seconds. And because Drake is spawning in 30 seconds, what you want to be doing is spend all your gold that you can spend, and then be as strong as possible, and then go for the objective. So now I will go for the Drake here. And I just need to make sure that I ping my laners to play safe when I'm not there yet. Like, but you see how I'm very conscious of like when I'm there, when I'm not there, where the enemy could be. Like here I'm gonna fight mid lane because I see Ivern here, you see? Because I see Ivern there. Oh, careful here, but okay. It's very low. Okay, well, I mean, I guess my set is like rage splitting in bot lane, so he's getting something alright. I mean, Drake should be ours because look at the base. Set is literally rage splitting in the base. Okay, I take this objective. And look, I just took the Drake. Every single time you take an objective, or, well, an objective is spawning, you want to think about your item power spike. So, the Baron is up, and because the Baron is up, what do you want to do? You want to get a very good base, and look to get your item power spike. So you're as strong as possible. So look, I need 150 gold more, knowing that information, I am gonna be down tempo. Because I need the base, and I don't want to look for any play. Knowing that, I now need to start jungle tracking a bit. So if I see any of my laners walking up, I'll ping them back. Look, I'm gonna show you guys an experiment. I'm down tempo, I'm not pinging my enemy to back, I'm not pinging anyone to back. Now, if I base right here, and if I don't ping my teammates back, there's a very high chance my laners will run it down. Luckily, they have not run it down yet, but let's take a look. I'm not gonna ping back. And let's take a look if they actually walk up or not. I guess the enemy team is not looking, so look at them. But now, since I'm here, we can look here. Now we should not be afraid. Now, because I'm here, any fight we're winning. They took a fight when I'm there, and then, well, guess what? They're getting kind of cooked. And now we get the objective. But do you see, there was a small timer where I could have been not there, and my laners could have easily died. So just understanding what your opponent can do when you're not there is very essential. Same thing here, right? Look, I'm basing, I'm spending my gold. I have actually, I'll be very honest, nothing to buy, but I'll buy a red pot. And you see how Ivern right now is respawning in 8 seconds? I would say he's like, well, I wouldn't say up-tempo, but I would say like he's definitely up-tempo considering if I want to do a full clear in my bot side. So depending on the situation, you really want to, you know, understand when he's up-tempo or not depends on what you want to do as well. If I decide to greed for my red buff here, and I'm not on mid lane here, he's up-tempo, right? But if I rush towards bot lane here, and I'm here with my Annie, I'm even tempo. So my job as a jungler, knowing that I'm playing through the bot lane here, is ping my mid lane to play safe. I'm gonna clear this ward. And I mean, okay, I mean, Nila is still the 0-3 guy, just so you guys know. But even if you ping them back off, they won't always make it. Well, so now of course I should ping my laners to be backing off because I'm pushing mid lane here. But you see here, just understanding where you're positioned and where the enemy can go is very crucial. Okay, let me push. Okay, you see how the enemy team is doing some crazy chase here on the bot side? I will just push mid lane. Or I can just end the game. Well, that is GG. But as you can see, just being fully aware of like tempo, what I can do, what enemy team can do, is pretty key. So I just followed my course fundamentals a bit. I mean, in my course I explained fully tempo with multiple examples. There's more things to it, but that was like an Emerald Diamond lobby, by the way. And yes, my bot lane and mid lane were doing interesting stuff. Even if they were doing interesting stuff, if you understand tempo a bit, and of course many other things, right? This is just like maintaining lead, but there's like so many more things, right? There's like ganking, there's like a lot of small things. If you apply them properly and apply these concepts, easy peasy, and then GG, well played. And that's all.